I've always liked Fortango's content. I think he's an engaging guy. Definitely go give him a sub. I'm already subbed to his channel. But this is about the pirate software drama. Now, pirate software wants you to own nothing and be happy for owning nothing. And that's lame. I think if you buy a game, if you pay money for a game, they should never be able to take it from you. And there was this initiative. Now, I don't think the initiative is still going. I think it is closed off. But pirate software swooped in and shut it down right away, which I think is disgusting. I think all of these companies need to maintain their games, or at least give you the option to keep them. It's also when I see people go after, or like these game companies go after emulators, I feel the same way, because if you're not gonna have your games on other platforms, if you refuse to keep your games maintained so I can play them, like, I think it's insane that I can't put my discs from my Xbox original into my Xbox Series X. I think it's asinine, and I think companies should do better for video game preservation, and they're not. And the same goes for PlayStation. I think I should be able to put my PS2 discs right into my PS4 5 and be able to play those games instantly. I really think that companies need to put a little more effort, because at this point we're living in a world where media is dying, and I think that's disgusting.
Is he here? He lost.
Cortana!
As we speak, Stop Killing Games has made the biggest turnaround I have ever seen for a petition. As of today, the European petition has reached over 1 million.
Oh, it did it! Holy shit! It did it! It needed to get to 1 million signatures, and it did it! Let's go, boys! Let's go! I'm so glad that this can be rubbed in Pirate Software's face, because he misrepresented this thing so disgustingly bad. Now, when I first reacted to Pirate Software, I gave him a little bit of credit. I was trying to be nice. I didn't know a lot about the petition. I did say that I was on the side that even if it's like a fully multiplayer game, when they shut down the game, you should be allowed to... They should release it into the hands of the people. They shouldn't be able to just take that out of your Steam libraries, because in my opinion, that is theft. You are stealing from the consumer. I'm always for consumer rights. I'm always been a big capitalism guy. I'm a free market guy. I'm not big on capitalism, on unfettered capitalism, but I'm always been a big fan of the free market. And in order for that to work, you can't just allow companies to steal from people. That's disgusting.
Signatures. Pat yourselves on the back, open up a cold one. Yeah, I know you've been in and out of rehab, but pull out that little bag again.
Oh, that's such a good reference. This is like, Fortango be checking in on regular internet drama instead of just, because he's like a commentary channel for only video game stuff. And he'd be checking in on what's going on with the rest of the drama, thinking, maybe I'll touch on that. And then he threw a little shade at the gay boy Ludwig. What a cringe lord. Ludwig sucks. What a terrible friend. Wants to just hop his buddy up on as much alcohol as possible until he does something stupid, and then be like, oh, it's his fault. I had nothing to do with it. 0.30. Let's rate those numbers up.
You deserve it. You gamers made me proud, but making me proud is not the objective. The whole goal here is simply that, to stop killing games and have developers leave a functioning playable build years after their servers are shut down, in the name of video game preservation and for consumers who paid money not to lose what they paid access to. Simple concept, but yet we got over 1 million signatures, and that took a long time.
Yeah, let's go, dude. Ross deserves. Ross is like, he makes really good videos. Him and Civi 11 are really in the same category for their type of content that they make, and I just think that like, this was always a good thing from the very beginning, trying to maintain that what's yours is yours. That these companies have no right to take it from them when they want to shut the game down. And you see it all the time. A game that has like single player functionality as well, they'll shut the entire game down because they don't want to hold the multiplayer servers up anymore. Just release the servers. Say you're not going to hold servers on your ends. If you want to like host servers on your own, you can do that. And that's the fair and right thing to do, especially when the product is already in the consumer's hand. To go out there and take it out of the consumer's hand is disgusting, and it is theft.
I don't know what the amount is for the other ones, but this was the most important petition of them all. And you, the gamer, you made a difference. It's because of you that we can make a change for the better.
Dude, of course he's friends with Ludwig, this socialist goon bag, bro. And this goes to, like, this is something I think is so funny. This is my problem with, like, oligarchies and, like, socialism, is it's, you don't own anything. And that's, like, again, I don't like getting very political. I never do, I never will, but I do hate this idea of you will own nothing and you'll be happy. It's just disgusting to me. If you buy something that is yours, they shouldn't be able to take it and manipulate it or do whatever. It's yours. It's up to you as a consumer now, to have free reign over that. It's like somebody coming into my house and saying, hey, that DVD you bought, yeah, it's not going to work anymore because we decided so. And I think that we need more rules in place too. I know that there's licensing stuff, but there needs to be rules in place that even if the company who sold you that movie on your the digital copy of that movie, even if they lose the licensing, you are still allowed to view it. It's just not shown on the Play Store anymore. I think that is the most fair and reasonable way to go about that, because by taking it out of your library, that company is instantly stolen from you, and I think they should be prosecuted for theft.
This entire industry for our hobby. And what's even funnier is none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for Pirate Software's ego. Originally, this petition had a
Happy Independence Day, y'all. When you guys see this is going to be a few weeks away, but I did stream this live. If you want to check out my lives, I did stream this live on the 4th of July. I'm wearing a little flag with American flag fish. It's super awesome.
Time getting its feet off the ground because Pirate Software months ago had put out a video protesting against it, encouraging people not to sign the petition and misrepresenting it.
And I think that the tactics that you're using here are really disgusting. So yes, I won't agree with that, and I won't agree with Ross. There's no way around it. I think this is gross. To sum it all up, no, I will not be supporting the initiative Stop Killing Games. You're not going to change my mind on it because I find this language to be incredibly vague and damaging to the rest of our industry. I think that it would be bad for both developers.
Well, maybe, you know what else is damaging to the industry, and this is just kind of crazy. When you get a Kickstarter for a video game, you put a Kickstarter out to make a video game, and you say it's going to come out, like, I don't know, like 2019, and then you never hit any of your goals, the game never releases. I think that's kind of disgusting, and that's almost a scam in and of itself. But I couldn't imagine somebody doing that, something that damaging. It's not like Pirate Software has a game that fits that criteria absolutely 100% of the time.
And players.
He lost.
That in turn led the petition creator, Accursed Farms, into making a video refuting and debunking all of those points, causing a domino effect, and now we've got Actman.
Actually, even before that, there was a drama, and we have to put some good on Ross, that he didn't say anything for like almost 7 months. He made sure not to say anything because this mattered to him so much that he didn't want to turn it into a little spat. He didn't want this to turn into something like Ethan Klein or Hassan. He just wanted people to go and support this because they cared about this, not because of the drama. But when he was at the last gate where he looked like he was going to fail, he's like, fine, I'm going to address this and how wrong this goon bag is. And I love that a whole internet has come to rally behind this man because Pirate Software is a lying, grifting piece of shit.
Asmon Gold, Mudahar, Moist Critical, all covering it, and it was thanks to that we now have over 1 million signatures, making the petition a success. And it's starting to get to Pirate Software. He has lost his mind, and I have
bro, this guy's ego is so bad that anytime anybody has anything critical to say of him, the dude melts down instantly. He instantly becomes a big puddle of gay mush.
No sympathy or remorse for this jackass, because as we all know, he's a game
But the good thing about Pirate Software, and this is something that is going to happen for me, is one day I'm going to show up on stream, and instead of talking nasally annoying, I'll be like, hi, it's me, King Jiffy Coats. I'm going to be here to talk to you guys. I'm going to have a deep voice now. No, I've always sounded like this. I had a second puberty.
Developer, and there's nothing worse than a developer that works for this industry, former Blizzard employee at that, making a video.
Dude, PewDiePie even stood up. Hell yeah, dude. I got chat right here. My chat's even talking about this whole situation, and it's like PewDiePie's even supporting this. I mean, the only person who's against it, the only big voice that came out and said, fuck you, was Pirate Software. And, I mean, look who he's hanging out with. Look who he's hanging out with. Mr. fucking stab you in the back Ludwig, so... And, like, come on, if you're gonna have long hair, get it the fuck out of your face, dog. I had long hair. My hair was this long at one time, and I always had that shit pulled back because I hated those people that looked like they couldn't even fucking see. When that hair would get in front of my eyes, I was pissed, dude. I hated not being able to see.
telling people not to sign this petition that would benefit consumers. You could see why that's a terrible look, right? Well, the backlash that he has received from this is so severe, in his mind anyway, that it has led Pirate Software to outright quitting game development altogether. I am no longer working at Off-Brand Games.
No shot, dude. No shot. So he fires up and starts a Kickstarter for a game that hits none of the points or none of the established times that he promised to hit. He then like claims that his game isn't a scam or whatever, only to leave. Like, he scammed Kickstarters into supporting a game that never existed and then dipped because the ship was burning. Bro is in the... Oh my god. This guy's like Ludwig and iDubbbz, bro. He's the same guy. Once the ship hits a little bit of rocky waters, he dips because he doesn't want it to hurt his reputation, so he dips and just lets everybody else burn. What a fucking scumbag.
People were attacking all of the games we were publishing and trying to mass review bomb them. You can dislike the things I say, but this kind of behavior is unhinged. Learned a lot there, accomplished a lot. Hope they succeed regardless. Love those dudes and loved working with them. Hope they keep cooking.
You are fake news.
Okay, well, these guys have 3 games in total, I believe. Off-Brand Games is the studio. Make cool games before we're all dead. More like, you'll ensure your games are dead because you guys believe in killing games. Let's just go ahead and click on their website. Let's go look at these games that they have that are sold on Steam. What do we got? Let's see. On their Steam page, they've got Ether Mancer, Monster Taming meets Roguelike. Yeah, no thanks, pass. Well, the only way to play that is as a free demo. But let's go ahead and look at the reviews. Recent reviews, very positive. Overall reviews are overwhelmingly positive. I cannot...
It's crazy. The review bombing is working so well. I think he dipped because his game that he was working on was nowhere close to coming out. Now, I think he said that it was about this other reason to try to hype up his fan base, to say that he's getting harassment. This is typical Hassan tactics. This is Ludwig tactics. This is all of those goonbags tactics where they pull up some other random bullshit that has no effect on reality, and then they leave their sinking ship.
A single review on this page that is overwhelmingly negative. As a matter of fact, the only negative review I've been able to find is someone actually saying it's a great game, but they have some problems with it. As a matter of fact, there's only 46 negative reviews in comparison to 1,000 positive reviews. Last one was posted...
It's crazy how that works, that he's just lying.
...on June 20th, so what are they talking about? There's no review bombing there. Okay, fine. But what about Bonnie Bear Says Frog Time, a game that you should not be caught playing as a grown-ass adult in front of anybody ever? This literally only has 1.
Dude, it's just so funny.
Negative review. 1. Nobody has...
I came here after Pirate Software said these people were review bombing off-brand game titles. I'm disappointed, but both in the lacking of review bombing and in this game. What the fuck? So this guy kind of review bombed it, but but he actually had to buy it to review it. So maybe he is just genuinely disappointed with the game. But you got one bad review. No, what's happening is his game's stuck in development hell, and he's sick of getting called a scammer. He's sick of being called a scammer for this whole situation, and so he's dipping while that game dies.
Seem to touch this demo since March? March is the latest review I can find. There is only literally 1 negative review. This is not review bombing. All right, then we got Rivals of Ether 2. What do we got? Recent reviews, mostly positive. All reviews, mostly positive. The only negative reviews I've been able to find on this are all reviews being critical of game mechanics, net coding issues, and the blandness of it, but it's hardly anything I would call review bombing. As a matter of fact, all the negative reviews on this game are from people with over like 200 hours in it, or 100 hours, and it's all valid criticism. Nothing to do with the Stop Killing Games initiative. These are all what I would consider very fair reviews. And well, when it comes to this one, there is 6,333 positive reviews and 1,400 negative, but those negative reviews are not a result of review bombing. And again,
what a fucking shock, he lied.
He's criticizing the game for how bland it is in those reviews. So I begin to question, what the hell is Pirate Software talking about? For those trying to say this is somehow a lie, the abuse was across socials, people on Discord, Twitter,
oh
Reddit.
my god, he got some Reddit chuckles. He got some bad comments. Wah. Cry me a fucking river.
Some reviews on Steam. Indie games are fragile things. And
some reviews on Steam, 1 review. Like one review. There might have been more than that 1,000, but come on, it's so negligent at the, like, not negligent. It's so minuscule at this point that you're just leaving because your game's flopping. It's failing. It's stuck in development hell. You're leaving a sinking ship. You're a lame, cringe loser, bro.
That hit hard. Overall sentiment was to bash the games and the developers working on them to try and get back at me. Not worth bringing them down for my opinion. Also, stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, he doesn't even like get us, man.
We're talking about you.
Yeah, okay, sure, let's be honest. After seeing those reviews, seeing how much of a non-issue that was, I've come to the conclusion that you're using these developers as a shield from criticism. It seems to me Off-Brand Games is fine, and the only negative reviews they have received are the ones that they deserve for a bland product. And even then, it's constructive criticism. It's not like they're going in there saying, ha, 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 you're gay, die. Now, when it comes to review bombing of his own game, not a game that he's made with Off-Brand Games, but his own game, then he actually might have a point. Because you see, Pirate Software here has an Undertale clone called Heartbound. Now that game does have an overwhelming amount of negative...
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, that sucks for the people who are making the game, but...
Reviews. Recent negative reviews. But that's his own game. That's from Pirate Software himself, not Off-Brand Games. So that puts into question, why did he use Off-Brand as a shield? It's clear as day that his harshest critic...
Yep. It has nothing to do with, again, it has nothing to do with, they probably wanted to cut, this is the two options. He left because his game was failing and wanted to jump ship, or his publisher was mad because he wasn't hitting the points in the positions he wanted to hit, or they just didn't want to deal with his drama anymore and they asked if they could part ways.
Critics are not attacking Off-Brand Games. They are attacking and criticizing him and his product. That's the one they're negatively reviewing. So why in the hell does he use Off-Brand Game and blatantly lie to everyone's faces? It's clear as day nobody was attacking Off-Brand Games. And then along comes the douchebag, Ludwig, that encouraged an alcoholic to overdrink themselves at an event to give his own 2 cents. Stop Killing Games is a good initiative, but a few bad actors review bomb / harass developers of the games we support at Off-Brand Games.
Which is bullshit. Again, it's been proven wrong entirely. It's literally just fucking Pirate Software getting hate on his own game.
Appreciate Thor stepping down for the betterment of the devs and their games.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Imagine.
I mean, at the same time, I don't think that you should review bomb a game. I'm going to stand on this hill right here. I don't think you should review bomb a game just because you don't like the developer. And this goes for even developers that I really don't like. Like, for example, Neil Druckmann, right? I don't like Neil Druckmann. I think Neil Druckmann is a slimy little loser weirdo, and I don't want to support anything that he has. But I will not even that I don't want to support it. Eventually, I'll probably play his weird sci-fi game if it ends up being okay. But I just don't like him. I don't like his writing style. I don't like him in general. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to buy the game and maliciously review it just because I wanted to have a worse review score. I think that is lame, like, loser mentality, and I don't like it. I don't like review bombing. I never have. I don't like the people that white knight for shit either. I don't like those people who are like, I'm just going to give it a good review to own the chuds. You're a loser. This is the internet. It doesn't really matter. Like, to me, just him getting the flack that he deserves is enough for me. Him getting the shit that he deserves for being an absolute narcissistic dickhead is enough for me. I don't think his game needs to get review bombed.
Sorry, but what I've seen of all of these quote-unquote review bombings, it's almost non-existent. And the most negatively reviewed game they have so far is actual criticism. It seems Thor's harshest critics are not as stupid or blind as he's trying to make them out to be, which is exactly what he's trying to do here. He's trying to make it seem like his critics are lunatics who unfairly go and attack other developers unrelated to him to spread their message, but that's clearly not what is happening. As a matter of fact, all of their review bombing is on his own game and not Off-Brand. So it's the complete opposite of the truth. This douchebag can't stop lying through his fucking teeth. And what's even more disgusting...
Well, what he did here, and this is kind of smart, is he also brought Ludwig into it. He's gotten Ludwig, which Ludwig has Hassan, which you get enough of these fucking Twitch circle jerkers together, then they act like they're more virtuous than thou, and they're the good guys, and it's so gay, dude. I hate these guys.
Thing is that he's trying to shelter himself with other developers, and those same exact developers have given him permission to use them as a shield as well. Gross. How pathetic is that? Like, you can't come up with a solid excuse. I would have just made a tweet saying I'm bad PR for this game studio, so I'm quitting. But instead he's saying, oh, people are unfairly review bombing them. My harshest critics are irrational. Look at them. Clearly they're going overboard. No, they're not. You are being fairly put on the spot, and those devs are left untouched. The way you're trying to spin this narrative is embarrassing. You should be ashamed of yourself. Zero.
Well, and remember, his big point and why he couldn't support this was, oh, well, what if there's malicious actors who purposely get the game shut down before it has a chance to survive, and then they have to give the source code to the people. I'm like, how is that logical at all? So just enough people show up to, like, they start a big enough thing where the game instantly fails, and the few people who bought it aren't screwed because of these people. So now they're not screwed. Wow, fantastic. But they're like, oh, well, what if people maliciously wanna just not play the game, so then they have to give it out for free? And it's so dumb, dude. It was such a dumb, nonsensical position.
Ability being taken here. Instead, he's trying to discredit his harshest critics. Make it seem like they're unreasonably pissed off at him, but no, there's a lot.
This is such a Hassan Ludwig iDubbbz tactic. You're the unhinged one. You're crazy. I'm rational. I'm the smart one. I'm the smartest person in the room. You're all the problem, not me.
Of perfectly valid reasons to hate you. And it's not being taken out on innocent bystanders either. What I don't understand is why even attempt to fabricate such a lie that could be easily exposed by everyone? Did you not bother to go look at those reviews yourself?
No. He skimmed, got it in his egotistical head that he was the big swinging dick on the field, and instantly put his opinion out there and then doubled down to oblivion.
Before publishing this tweet? Are you that stupid? How this guy will have any loyal followers after this is beyond me. The best he could do is make a video saying he was wrong and that he supports the movement now. That would be the most politician.
Bro, no, he's a Nepo baby, bro. This guy's been given everything. He's been put on a pedestal and told he was right every day of his little fucking lame life, and there is no way that he'll ever back down from this. The dude has literally just been handed everything in life, and I hate this type of person, dude. Where you can't, it's different. Like, even if you were handed stuff in life and you go out there and you work and you still try to be genuine and you can take criticism and stuff, I have no problem with you. It's the people who have this character flaw where they've been patted on the penis every day of their fucking existence, and the moment that people have the audacity to come out against them, they're like, no, I'm the big important boy, you can't be mad at me. And that's who Pirate Software is.
Thing ever in the world to do, but it's better than trying to shield himself using some indie developer.
And to show up this early into this game's initiative to just fucking shoot it in the kneecaps. It was by like a week ago, right? A week ago, it only hit up to like 400,000 signatures, and this happened 6 months ago is when he talked shit about it. He killed all the progress this initiative had up until that point, and if Ross wouldn't have come out and made that video just say, basically taking his dick and slapping it across his jaw as hard as he fucking could, this initiative probably would have died.
That's just outright pathetic. Everyone can clearly see what you're trying to do. Reality is those devs probably wanted to wash their hands clean of you. I would too. I would scrub any bit of Pirate Software there is left, as you are bad PR for anyone, especially yourself. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you so choose to. That being said, I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, dude, that guy sucks. That guy sucks. Fertango made a great video on this situation. Absolutely. Make sure to go give Fertango some love and some praise here. I think he did a really good job in his coverage. But yeah, this guy sucks, dude. I don't like Pirate Software. I've never really had his stupid oh god, what his whole little I had my balls drop when I was 30, so now I talk like this. Everything about him is fake. It's just fake, and it's disgusting. But that's all I got on that one, guys. Make sure to hit a like, comment, and subscribe. Big love on the platforms for you guys, but I'll catch you on the next one.